Hey guys, we're just getting ready to head off to our DMZ tour. So that should be quite interesting. I'm not quite sure what to expect, but I think we've got everything packed now, the passports. And we're just gonna pick up Celina's mom and auntie, and then we'll be heading off.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we just had a really quick stop off at a place called Park. It's basically, like the camera will focus, that Park, where they have like the Peace Bell and basically a lot of tourists stopping off to use the bathroom and just having a look around. You can, we did have a look a little bit across the North Korean border, but wasn't a huge, it's pretty foggy at the moment. So I think the next place may be the Freedom Bridge and then one of the tunnels that the North Koreans built, which should be fun. So I'm gonna fill you in as much as I can, but don't really know how much.
No, I think we're coming back here, to be honest. I thought she mentioned something with the lunch coming back here, but I think because the other things we're going to see are much more time restricted, so I think she just wanted to get this one out of the way quickly.
Yeah, potentially.
But yeah, we'll find out.
Here, this is someone walk there and put the water there. They have to go back to some place and have a train as a nurse. Yeah, because they sometimes you have to shut down the door. Sometimes they can check, right? They can share the information on South Korea. So this is a place during the argument, but this is quiet. And there, people were Korean people remember the argument of a ceasefire between North Korea and
After 30 years and 1 month, the Korean War ended with the Armistice Agreement signed in Panmunjom on July 27, 1953.
Alright, I should explain to you guys what we've been up to. We haven't been able to film very much just because there's a lot of restrictions on what you can and can't film due to the political sensitivity and all that sort of stuff. But so we're basically in an area, we did a little exhibition and movie about the 4 tunnels that North Korea have built to try and access Seoul after the Korean War back in the 1950s. So that was really interesting, and then they took us to the 3rd tunnel, and we actually got to walk down to the 3rd tunnel, right up to the point where North Korea meets South Korea, and then there's like this little window where you can see into North Korea and all their, I don't know, the little bunkers, I guess, or the little military areas they've set up, but it's like down. Whew. It's quite a distance to, I think, the walk itself, so we couldn't film any of the tunnel at all, which is behind me somewhere, but it's kind of like about 350 meters at an 11-degree angle straight down, which is completely, like, I think man-made for tourists. And then you hit the actual tunnel, which is tiny and cramped, so everyone had to wear like helmets, because if you weren't like my height or under, you were gonna get hit because the tunnel was quite quite small, I guess. Tobias like knocked himself a couple times. So, but that was really interesting. It was very damp, wet, and you could see where they put the dynamite sticks into where the North Korean had put dynamite sticks in to sort of open up the tunnel more. But yeah, it was really interesting. Wish I could have filmed it because it was kind of a good experience, but no filming allowed. So I'm not sure where we're gonna go next. It's going to be kind of patchy just because we can film some stuff and then we can't film some stuff, but I'll try and capture as much as possible. But it is 11 o'clock. It's not even lunchtime. I'm not that hungry, I'm just really thirsty because I'm so unfit and I was so exhausted after that long walk into the tunnel. So I might look for a drink and carry on with the tour. Capturing nature.
Trying to. Nature is on the move.
Oh, you looking for a bee? Ah. We're kind of at, I don't know, at the border. So in front of us is actually North Korea. If you can see on this very foggy day. Can't really see a ton because it's kind of foggy and sunny at the same time. But it's actually pretty interesting. I think I know a lot about this stuff because I read on it online before coming here, but I think it's definitely worth a read just to know what's going on and how everything came about. You can see kind of a few of the villages that I've read about, and it's kind of cool. This actually used to be the original photo line and the observatories out there. So originally, in the past, I think you had to stand behind this line to take photos of the view. Because if you stood too close, it could come off flashes, and apparently that was confusing for the North Koreans, and they thought maybe they were guns firing or something. So if you stood back there, at least the flash wouldn't be too strong. But I think they've gotten rid of that rule now, and you can pretty much just take photos anywhere. We've made it to Dora Station, it's okay, I can hold it. Which is, I think it's the station that South Korea and North Korea intend to use once they've been
Reunited,
reunited. But doesn't get really used a ton. I think right now it's only from Seoul to Dora and back.
Yeah, but there's no trains running at the moment. They've built it,
Yeah.
but there's no trains running. It was
Okay.
more with the intention of using it once they are reunited, which hasn't happened yet.
해서 16 minutes. And the Pyongyang's capital was from here 200.
It's a really nice station. It's a nice station, but it's a really nice station. But it's weird that it's
quite
not
modern.
Yeah, but it's weird knowing that it doesn't get used or anything.
Yeah, someone built it. And some of the seats are already kind of torn up.
Yeah.
It feels like someone just went and took a souvenir.
Stupid. Sorry for the bathroom shot, but this is a bar of soap that you rub, turn on, and then wash your hands. That is weird. But, yeah, weird. Just had lunch at this restaurant. I have no idea what it's called. Everything in this restaurant was basically in
fully
Korean.
Korean, yes.
Fully Korean. So you know it's good. And it
well,
was
you
really good.
know it's Korean.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really good.
It's nice food.
I think we're gonna head. I don't know what it's called.
It's kind of jumping up and down a little bit, so we're
Okay.
just gonna
We're
go
going
move
to the Nam. What is it? Namdaemun.
Namdaemun
Market?
Sijang Market.
Yeah, it's considered like one of the biggest markets in Seoul. But we'll go have a walk around.
Success.
Yes, I just got my mom a bag. It was like 35,000 won, and I bargained it back down to 20,000, even though it was like really persistent not having it go down that price.
Especially since we came back for it, which indicates that you're already keen to buy it in the first place.
Yeah, I like didn't think we would get it, and
No,
then
me
he was
neither.
like 25. I was like, nah, and he was like 23. I'm like, no, and I was just like,
Yeah,
I was like 20 or we'll walk away. And it's like, fine. So give it to us, and I'm like,
he didn't seem too happy, but in the end he made a trade and we got what we wanted.
yeah.
So
So
that's pretty good bargaining.
I know. Thank you. I was like a little nervous inside. I'm like, because I don't. But then I also.
Yeah, but I think when you get nervous, it helps you bargaining because you become short and more assertive.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm stressed out. I want to get this over and done with.
Pun. Short. Or assertive.
I didn't even mean a pun. You're pulling a pun out of that one. You're getting distracted.
So always bargain at markets. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah, and always be
So long
willing
as
to
you're
walk
willing
away.
to walk away. Like.
Yeah. The thing is, even if you walk away, you'll find the same thing at the next stall.
Yeah, markets are probably the best place to bargain. The last time I did any bargaining, which was for myself, was when I got a camera. I think it was a 650D Canon. It was like 920 at Harvey Norman, and I was going to pay 790 online anyways. So I was like, if I can get it for 800 and get it now, I will. And so I didn't bother bargaining. I was just more like, I'll give you 800 if you give it to me now. If that's like, I said I'll pay 800 and that's it. And he's like, no. And he tried to bargain with me. I was like, no, like 800, that's it. And he said, oh, I can't do 800. I'm like, all right. So I walked out the door, and then as I was halfway out, the guy like leaped over
chased
the
out,
thing
I was
and then
like-
came after me. He's like, look, I'll do it for 800. I'm like, oh, okay.
Let's do that more often.
Yeah, you definitely need to just be able to walk away. I think that's the key for any sort of bargaining overseas and here. Don't be too attached to whatever it is you want and just be willing to walk away. Pretty interesting market, but it is
Lots of random
like
stuff.
any market in that sense. It's
Yeah,
really
it's-
big, but it still has the same
Same
cell phone
stuff, the
cases,
same
bags.
bags, shoes, food. Same. Yeah, it's always kind of the same
But
thing.
it's a good experience, worth coming down at least once to check it out. But unless you're a huge fan of markets, don't know if you want to come multiple times. Back in the hotel room. Probably chill out here a little bit, do some work, and then buy dinner.
Dinner. See what we'll.
This trip is all about seeing stuff, walking, and eating. We should do this more often. Time for dinner. We've been working for about 2 hours while Toby went to the gym. I've been working, kind
Do you
of.
want to take your own card?
Oh yes, take your own card. And I'm so happy because. Do you want to tell them?
Yep.
I'm really happy because I managed to get a video scheduled, which I haven't done in like months. So now I need to work and get the next video scheduled, and then I should be good for this trip, and I shouldn't have to stress about videos. And then I got to work up a blog post, but I'm just actually really excited that I'm like ahead, and so I can actually start putting a little bit more thought, because when I rush, I tend to not put as much thought into my videos and blog posts. I more just want to get them out. So need to work on that. Anyways, dinner time.
1,000? 2,000.
I know, it seems rich,
How I wish that was Australian dollars.
but it's only
Because
$1.
I'd have about 100 and something thousand in here.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Yeah.
1,000 won is literally about a little bit
dollar.
more than $1
Yeah.
Australian. So this isn't much money, but it sure looks like it.
It sure looks like it. Makes me feel like a big shot.
Poor Toby is passed out. He's very tired. I'm sitting here writing blog posts at the moment, so I am gonna keep doing that until it is time for me to take a shower and go to bed. I probably still have another 2 hours. That was only 9:15, so still a time. Contemplating a little bit about the sort of blog posts I want to write. For all my blogs, I feel like my tactics Arctic is a little not the most productive, so giving that a little bit of thought and thinking I might change a few things when I get back, but yeah, that's just me. Anyways, I don't want to wake Toby up, so I'm going to sign off this vlog. This is Celina reporting from Seoul. Back to you, Internet.